Just a spectacular afternoon for football here in the Tar Heel state of North Carolina as EA Sports welcomes you inside Bank of America Stadium in uptown Charlotte. Today it's week 4 and we've got what should be a great one here as it'll be the Minnesota Vikings taking on the Carolina Panthers. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. This fielded right at the goal line. And look at this. Right away, a loose football. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. It's hard enough to play on the road in this league as it is, but to start on the road with a fumble on the opening kickoff, just not the precedent you obviously want to set.
Not at all, and now it's just words because they've talked about it all week. From the time they start game planning for this one, remember, going into hostile territory, we have to set the tone right in the beginning, and they do the exact opposite.
A first down run, not going to get them a whole lot. Maybe a yard. Yeah, it looks like just 1 yard there, so that'll bring up 2nd and 9. Now 2nd and 9. Passing, it's Dalton. Oh, that'll be incomplete. He took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Well, the great coach has said football is really a simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush won, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
3rd down, a shot here for Dalton. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
This is up and good from Pinheiro. So the big return had him fired up, but in the end the offense stalls out. They only muster 3.
Yeah, the excitement was there after the return, but they didn't move the ball at all after that. They didn't even get a first down.
The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. Kene Nwangwu now out of his end zone. Some strong running at the 20. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 23. They'll start on the ground here with Nwangwu. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That play could never get started thanks to the defensive effort of Shaq Thompson.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
Play fake. Cousins. That's caught downfield by Addison. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
I would say just add that one to the total big plays he's already made here in the first month of the year. You've got to think the front office and the coaching staff have got to be excited about what they've seen so far and really excited about what they expect to see down the road.
They go play action. Cousins. Short throw caught by the tight end Oliver.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd and 3. Here's Nwangwu. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
We knew both of these safeties were good and run support, but how about the play we just saw there? How about that closing speed? Able to get to the outside part of the field and turn that play into a loss.
39 here for a first. This is third down. Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. On third down, Cousins.
They'll set up the screen for the longer.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. They'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be fourth down.
So on fourth down, Ryan Wright on to punt for Minnesota.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start first and 10. They start on the ground here at Sanders. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
So Dalton now. His throw incomplete. DJ Chark the intended target, and it's third down.
Yeah, look at this defense for the Vikings.
And they've been excellent against the pass, the number 6 unit in the NFL.
You have to like the way that they've played in the first month. They have to be very proud being a top 10 unit against the pass. Their goal, though, in this one, see if they can improve that ranking.
He's going to have the Panthers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Tight end, he's got good speed and speed on that one. He's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there finding him in stride for really good yardage.
On first and 10, it's Sanders.
And a pretty quick burst there as he get this across midfield and down to the 46.
Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. From Viking territory now, they'll come up first and 10 at the 46. Dalton.
This one into the hands of Thielen.
Touchdown, Carolina. Adam Thielen with career touchdown number 60.
And the Panthers are able to widen their advantage.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Piñeiro's extra point up and good.
And the lead grows to 10-0.
So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away.
And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it first and 10. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw it for a loss.
Now a deep ball here, hauled in just past the 50. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards.
Seems like all the fireworks in this first quarter have been on the other sideline. But here they're saying, hey, we've got some explosive guys on our side too. And that's a big play in a game that's looking like it might be full of big plays. Blitz coming, and down he goes. I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and ended up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. On second down, here's DeWanger. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. They'll line up getting 10 back there as it'll leave him with 3rd and 5.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
We spent a lot of time talking about what's going on the field. How about off the field with the evaluation? And they spent a lot of time saying, we've got to get a rookie in here who has big playability. And that's exactly what we're seeing here early.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Alexander Madison, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Vikings have got it back to within a score.
Sometimes you get a 1st and goal and you're back near the 7, 8, 9-yard line and you start thinking, maybe we'll run in here on 1st down to get half of what we need, so maybe we can have 2 or 3 shots at going for it from closer range. So this is a bonus right here. What a great run to work his way into the end zone.
So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job. Second down, getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. They try to run on 1st down, but this defense says no dice. They stop him a couple yards behind the line of scrimmage.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 40-yard line.
10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports.
10, Vikings 7.
Second and 12. They'll go again with Sanders. And only a couple for him there as the tackle is made at the 42. We'll get a pause here. There appears to be a Panther who is shaken up on that last play. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. What do they have for this? 3rd and 11. Here's Dalton. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Marcus Davenport, the 1st rounder out of UTSA, with a sack. On is the punter Hecker as he gets this one away. Fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. Well, not good at all. Punt of just 24 yards there. And it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. The last time out, they had to march almost the full length of the field for their touchdown. So here, much easier, Charles, with this better starting field position.
I love your sarcasm, but I love even more your observation because, look, what they did last time out, now with a shorter field, they should have a lot of confidence that they're going to put more points up on the board.
Straight ahead, here's DeWanger. And a lane slowly materializing there as they get maybe a yard up to the 45.
That hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he'll be stopped well short. Only 2 yards there, 4th and 3.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
He's got his target. That's complete. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down.
And that's a big pickup of a 1st down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on 4th down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here. They'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
Brandon, once that one broke down, there were only so many options left for him to take. Fortunately, only 1st down, so he smartly got the yardage he could get and didn't worry about trying to turn it into a bigger play and end up taking a bigger loss. Here, they hope they can regroup and get something different going here on 2nd down.
And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Yeah, he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
They'll try to throw now. Cousins. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time. It's going to lead to 3rd down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
The Vikings on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Up the middle, Nwangu. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Kene Nwangu. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Vikings have taken the lead.
We see this a lot on 3rd and short yardage, especially down here in the red zone. They're going to sell out to stop the run, try and hold them to a field goal. But once the running back gets past the first wave, the resistance can evaporate after that. And he not only picks up the first, but he takes it all the way into the end zone.
Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. As we eat closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession in the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
Dalton, 1st and 10. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. The Panthers are 1-2 through the first 3 weeks of the season. And they got off to the good start, but then 2 straight losses since.
And now you start to wonder about what this does for a team's morale, how it affects their psyche, because let's face it, you work all summer pointing toward that opening game, you get the win, but then you don't carry it on from there. How will they bounce back from these losses and try and get right?
They'll air one out deep from Mingo. Rifles one, that's going to be intercepted. Picked by Cameron Bynum. And the Vikings are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. So they tried to take the deep shot there, but this defense up to the task.
And a lot of times when you air a ball out like this, if it does get intercepted, there's going to be a lot of space out there to set up a return. And remember, you've got 5 big offensive linemen out there playing on their feet in open space. Not a skill most of them possess that allows for extra yardage on the return.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Sometimes that's the danger of putting that jumbo set out there. You just get a lot of bodies massed in one location. You can wind up with 18, 20, maybe even all 22 in the box, and there's nowhere to run the football.
Play action now. Cousins. Oliver, the tight end, making the catch. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
That coach is always hard on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
They'll try to get it on the ground with Madison. And he will have a Vikings first down by about a yard as they're able to convert on 3rd and 2.
But it wasn't a goal line situation, but how about the goal line formation on 3rd and short? They went in and went heavy. No surprise I knew he was going to get the football. How about the power exhibited there?
Yeah, that was just put a hat on a hat, drive forward. Nice job to pick it up. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. He'll get 15 and a Vikings first down.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
No gain on the play there, 2nd down. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. Well, now hang on here because he appears to be shaken up. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Cousins now. This one caught by his tight end, Oliver. And the broken tackle helps lead to a first down gain. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down. There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. The tight end in motion right. Off the play fake, Cousins. Throw left side complete. That's Oliver. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. From the 5 now, 2nd and a yard. On play action, Cousins. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Johnny Mudd as the first half is winding down. And the Vikings will extend their lead here just before halftime. Joseph connects on the extra point, and that makes it a 21-10 game. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this. His early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked by Cameron Bynum. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Charles, you can just see the frustration on the sideline. Safe to say that's not how they expected this series to go. The ball only went one way, and it was backward into their own end zone, courtesy of the pick six.
And, Brandon, how often do we hear offenses tell us before a game they want to end every series with a kick, right? A punt, a PAT, or a field goal. In case of a defense, they want to end with a punt or a takeaway. And we saw the takeaway right there, and it turned out to be a takeaway that turned into 6 points.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Panthers going to get the football first, trailing here as well as we resume play in this second half. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. Pass midfield. Still going. One man to beat. And he will score. Touchdown, Carolina. Pinheiro now to add the extra point. And that one makes this an 11-point deficit now. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. Nwangu now from his end zone. Breaks through the contact. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36.
Take over first and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. First plays a run with Nwangu. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. Ezra Cleveland, the guard, called for the penalty there. Cousins. Drops this off with Nwangu. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. It's a big play, yet amazingly, because of how far they had to go, they're still looking at a second down here. On the run, it's Oliver. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. They'll go Madison up the middle. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. And here's Ryan Wright now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. This is fielded at the 7. And there he goes again. Touchdown, Carolina. One of the best punt returns we'll see, 93 yards. And the Panthers are back within a score.
Let's just call that play what it was. Bold, dashing, daring, and a big-time return for a touchdown.
Fielding a punt inside the 10. Most coaches, they frown upon that, don't they?
They really do. I do know some special teams coaches who say, okay, I'll let you go to about the 8, and you're right in that gray area, and he made that play work in a massive way.
Here's Dalton to throw for it. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And with it, they're back within a field goal. I guess the coach looked at the 2-point cheat sheet, said go for it, get it to a 3-point game, and they did it.
Yeah, and sometimes you just throw out time of game. You don't worry about that. There's just a feel sometimes in making that call, and he felt good about what he had for a 2-point conversion, and now they're only down 3 and feeling great about themselves.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. To throw, Cousins. Short throw caught by the tight end Oliver. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. And now they'll stop play here, at least momentarily. A member of the Vikings in some discomfort after that last play. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now it's the Longer to the 43, 2nd down.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
From the 43, here's 2nd and 6. To throw is Cousins. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football in the second half, that's just his 2nd incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit. A lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Here's Cousins. And that is incomplete.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3-and-out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
It's a 44-yard punt, just 3 on the return. And the Panthers will have a 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They've gotten right back in this ball game after a very sluggish first half. Back when you played, after a bad half, in the locker room, is it usually the coaches or sometimes the players who are the most vocal?
It's usually the coaches. I do remember one time in particular where the coaches started to talk about what they wanted us to do in the second half, and a couple of leaders stepped forward and said, "Coach, we got this," and pretty much ushered them out. And they delivered the halftime message. It worked too. We played much better in the second half and came back and won.
You said something at halftime. It's working right now. Marcus Davenport able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
Now a fake on the jet sweep, and off the play action, he'll look to throw it. incomplete.
Well, if nothing else, they were able to pick up one first down on this drive and get it away from their own goal line. But not much happening after that, and it leads to a punting situation.
And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. It'll be called just a 22-yard punt. Certainly not what he wanted. And the Vikings, they'll be set up well as they take over in great field position. 1st and 10. On 1st down, they'll run with Nwangu. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. And if they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
They give it off here to the tight end. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves them with 3rd and about 6 yards to go.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
1st down marker at the 31. It's 3rd down. Throwing is Cousins. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to draw that ball free. And it brings up 4th down.
Well, partner, given where that drive started, that's an excellent job defensively to force them into 4th down.
So now on comes the field goal unit. And wow, this is no ordinary try here. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
3rd and 2 for Dalton. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big play there on the catch and run. And it'll give him a fresh set of downs. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call a moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Another run with Sanders. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. And Marcus Davenport, former Saint, in on the stop there. Nice job there defensively to clamp down, because really They've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well.
And it'll be intercepted. Andrew Booth picks it off. And the Vikings are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Boy, the coverage there, airtight as he comes away with the interception.
Love that observation there because they were taking a shot at the end zone, but you're right about the coverage. Absolutely tremendous. And this they could clip for a training tape. Staying with him down the field, locates the football in the air, and comes away with the interception.
A nice burst there as he'll get about 7 that time on the first down run. If you can keep getting gains like that, Charles, with the lead here in the fourth quarter, I mean, keep running it, right?
No doubt about it, but what the offense coordinator has to do is understand they're going to continue to stack the line of scrimmage. What runs do you have in your arsenal that'll work against a stacked box and continue to move the ball?
Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
So the completion good for 6 yards, and it'll be second down.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. 66 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 16 times. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now for getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
2nd and 10. Play fake. Cousins. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
I see the surprise in your face there, Peter. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Cousins to throw it. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he will have the Vikings 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that certainly appears to be a critical conversion right there because not only do they keep the drive going, they take valuable time off the clock as well. They have to feel really good about that last completion.
And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Not a huge carry there on 1st down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
On the give is Narangu. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now whistles and a timeout. Looks like we've got a Viking slow to get up. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. On the handoff, it's Madison. He stiff arms him. And some strong running. And he will have a Vikings 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And now we get a timeout called on the defensive side of the ball by the Panthers. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Another carry now for Madison. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
And that's a tired defense out on the field right now. They desperately need a stop to get the ball back to their offense, but they're having trouble getting that done. Another gut-wrenching run right there.
And he stopped immediately there. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. A free safety roaming all the way up to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
How about his ability to trust his eyes and figure out it was not a pass play?
and go fast towards the line of scrimmage in order to make that tackle.
On second down, this is Madison. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky.
Obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bring up a key third down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key third down. Highlight that word, put it in bold. Here we go. And he was able to shed one tackle, but could not get away from there. This is a long drive offensively. Wouldn't you hate to end this with just 3 points?
Doesn't it feel like during a ball game you have certain narratives going on and there's certain drives that seem to take on just a bit more importance than others? This feels like one of those, doesn't it? To me, 3 points here, a major letdown. This is the time to go and put 6 on the board.
A little extra pressure with this one for Greg Joseph. This to perhaps salt this one away. Joseph's got it, and that will make this a 9-point lead. So that one, CD, going to make the road back a lot more difficult.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. You know they were praying on the other sideline for a miss, because now, as you pointed out, a very difficult road. Down 2 scores. You don't just need a touchdown. You need a chain of events to go your way. You've got to score, somehow get the ball back, and score again. The odds of that happening, not great in your favor.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Here's 1st and 10. They start on the ground here at Sanders. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The 2 timeouts still remaining, but scoring quickly a must. It's 1st and 10. A run on 1st down, but it's not going to get him much. Maybe a yard, and that's all.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. Now Dalton. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a non-stop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Lewis Seen. He's to the 15. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
What you just saw there, 1st-round talent, 2nd year, even more success. A pick-6 for a touchdown.
A great play. And it's tough for these guys, you've told me before, to adjust in the secondary as a first-year guy. So that sophomore season is big for them.
They really start to expand the playbook for them even more. Sometimes they dumb it down a little bit to make them comfortable year 1. By year 2, they should have all the nuances, and now they've adjusted to the speed of NFL play as well.
Showed right there. Now this is going to be returned from the back line of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Here's Dalton. Able to find Thielen. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. At this stage, this drive's got to be touchdown or bust, because you need 2 of them.
And if I'm the offensive play caller, I'm not just looking at my dagger plays downfield. I'm looking at some of my specials, something that can fool them and give you a big play now.
With a sense of urgency.
No doubt.
Oh, and a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. And the Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go. Well, they need to score, and score quick. 1 timeout remaining. Final minute, 1st and 10.
Dalton's throw here on target to Hurst.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Dalton. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Marcus Davenport able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Exactly what they were looking for. They've been giving up yardage. They've been letting them drive right downfield, but they got a sack right there. How about that for a little bit of revenge?
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that is going to officially draw the curtain on this one as the last throw intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for Minnesota, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Carolina, they'll drop down to 1-3. And they'll